Hello. Over the Thanksgiving holiday, I went and saw Catching Fire, which is the sequel to the very popular Hunger Games franchise. Let's talk about it. First, the synopsis. Catching Fire takes place roughly around between a couple months and a year after the first Hunger Games, with Katniss and Peeta living in the Victor's Village in District 12. They still go on press tours. They have to do all kinds of stuff about it because they're the newest winners of the games. That's my cat. And uh, a rebellion is kind of starting because of Katniss and Peeta being two winners, and then crazy shit happening, and Katniss being like, fuck the system. And then President Snow is not happy about it, so he decides that the Quarter Quell, which every 25 years of the Hunger Games, they do a special big Hunger Games, 75th annual Hunger Games is the Quarter Quell, that all the tributes will be chosen from the past victors, which means that Katniss and Peeta have to go back in. I mean, technically Haymitch could, but Peeta volunteers because they're the only winners of District 12. Basically, that's the plot, and they have to go in, and all crazy shit happens. That's the briefest plot as I can give you. It was pretty awesome, actually. Compared to the first one, I think I like the first one more, but I was thinking about it. This one, it's not brand new and fresh like the first one was. I loved the way the first film was shot. It looked like an independent movie. Kind of. It had a really nice take to it. It was very beautifully shot. It wasn't all big and blown up. It was fresh and new and everything was exciting, whereas this one, we know what's going to happen. Katniss and Peeta have been to the arenas before. They know the games. It's not new and exciting. It's more story building. And it's pretty great. I read the book back in spring, so watching this movie was interesting because it was kind of the Cliff Notes version of the book. They didn't explain certain plot points very well, like the whole Victor's Village and their life after the games. They didn't really go into depth on that, and they didn't explain what they won with the Hunger Games, so to be familiar with some of that stuff, you have to read the book. I'm glad they showed Katniss's PTSD, because that was a huge part of the book, and it was intense, and it was crazy. Joanna Mason is more likable in the book, or in the movie, and I enjoyed her immensely, and Finnick was great. Sam Claflin was really good. Everything was pretty fucking awesome. Jennifer Lawrence still is amazing. And Josh Hutcherson is still really good. This movie was a really solid entry in the franchise. I'm excited for the next two movies, I guess. I haven't read the third book yet. Heard it was the worst, though. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is kind of the Cliff Notes version of the book, the movie is. And it's a 2.5-hour movie. And they seem to spend a lot of time on little unimportant things that could have easily been described or done quicker. And it was really weird, and it was like, I don't know, there's some parts that if you haven't read the book, they gloss over certain things that are somewhat important. But overall, it was pretty good. I wish they would have spent more time with the other tributes like they did in the book. There's a couple things that happened in the arena that would have been interesting that they didn't put in the book. Or in the movie, and yeah, I wish they would have spent more time with the other tributes, because they were interesting and there was a lot of character stuff. Oh, the best part of this movie, I think, though, other than everything that I just talked about, is the character development is outstanding. Specifically in Effie Trinket, Elizabeth Banks' character, outstanding. Like, that character development, though, across the board is incredible. That's one thing to definitely look for when you go see it. So yeah, Catching Fire, great sequel. Go see it. It's pretty exciting. It's big. It's huge. Good acting. Everything's good in it. Yeah, I'd give it about a 4 out of 5 or an 8 out of 10. It's a really good sequel, and they did pretty good, even though it's bigger and more glitzy than the first one. But yeah, check it out. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe if you like. I don't know when my next review will be up, because I don't know what I want to see, because there's nothing really out that I care about. So, you all seem to stick around, which is interesting. I don't know why. But yeah, again, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go play some Bioshock Infinite, because I have a couple days off work and I've been neglecting it. So, goodbye.